since Kobe. And I've been while Kobe was alive. Rest in peace, Kobe. I've been comparing him to Kobe since he came into the league. Yo, he's the closest thing that we have to gameplay to Kobe. No other him and Devin Booker, right? And I think Jason Tatum is closer to the Kobe style than Devin Booker is, but he knows how to get to the big games. I don't. I just he's got some type of fight in him when his back is against the wall, just like his back is against the wall these last two games, and he dropped over 25 when you need him to. You know what I mean? With over 6 assists and over I think it was over 5 3-pointers, 5 3-pointers a game. So I'm not gonna say mama mentality because only mama has a mama mentality, but he got a mentality that is unmatched in the NBA, and he's just a dog when it gets to the big games. But if these things, so the hardest part about being a Boston Celtics fan is the Boston Celtics fan, right? Because Boston Celtics and the New England Patriots are spoiled fans, very very spoiled, and they have a lot of impact on what needs to be done with what's done in the front office, and they're calling an immediate fire of Joe Mazzulla, and I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that, and ultimately, if the fans, if they let the fans influence the organization like that, that ultimately means 5 different coaches in 5 years. So 5 different coaches in 5 years means that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have to again figure out what they already have figured out in another system, and that's not fair to either one. One of them is going to leave if they don't have if they get another coach, straight up and down. Like they're like Jason. I would say Jaylen Brown is probably getting more tired of it than Jason Tatum. But my biggest thing as a Celtics fan is to keep them together, and it is becoming harder and harder after every year because Jaylen Brown, even though he's hurt, so he's not really playing the greatest, but he's probably the backbone of this team. And Jason Tatum only shining because a person like Jaylen Brown can keep the pressure off of him. So that's the only reason why they're gonna. It's just like Clay. It's just like Clay and Steph. You know what I mean? When Steph don't need that much minutes, Clay gonna come in and give you straight up 7 3-pointers. Back that was old Clay, but you know what I mean? Like so it's we wouldn't even talk about in these last like 3 years Clay even remotely leaving Golden State. But like now because the Celtics were down 3-0, it's fire Joe Mazzulla. It's get rid of Jaylen Brown. It's get rid of Marcus Smart. It's like the fans are the hardest part about being a Celtic fan. You know?
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Once again, I want to shout out everybody that's streaming live with us right now. We got a lot of comments right now. Shout out to my guy, Roy. He said, and tell me what you think about this, Neil. He said Boston should trade for Pascal Siakam.
He's a good shooter, and he's pretty good. He's a five. You know who I want for real though? He's good. He's good, but around the same caliber player, Clint Capella. Those two. If I would be cool with those two.
So
I wouldn't
Siakam or Capella for Boston.
Yeah, they're the same caliber player. I would like Capella a little more than him.
Siakam's a way better shooter though. Way better shooter.
We don't need no more shooters, bro.
He's not considered a shooter. I'm just saying he's better than Capella when it comes to shooting.
The problem with bringing in what's his face and him being a better shooter is that he's gonna want to shoot, and Clint Capella is gonna want to get rebounds. We already got Al Horford, who's gonna give us a solid 3 more years. and he is a pretty good shooter, and we want him to shoot. We need, if to be honest, to get Clint Capella, or I mean to get I don't even know how to say his name.
Siakam.
Is he on, yeah, is he on Toronto right now?
Yeah.
So to get him, we're gonna have to give up Time Lord because that's a big. That's a big that he's in the paint. We're gonna have to give him up, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're giving up Time Lord, you gotta get somebody to get the boards. And a person like him, he's gonna want to shoot, and I don't want him to shoot. I don't want him to want to shoot. I want him to do what Time Lord does and get the boards. That's what Time Lord does.
I mean, he's not. I don't think he's necessarily going to like want to shoot because he's not one of them people that's like chasing their shot. Mm-hmm. He plays as a big man. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he's grabbing 8 to 10 boards a game. He's getting It's just so happened that he can shoot too. But he not chasing that 3-point line. He gonna give you some mid range. He gonna drive. I really like him all around play.
Yeah. I was about to say I think you kind of got like how Pascal Siakam plays like a little misconstrued. Like mm-hmm. He's a big. He's a center. But he's a little undersized. So it comes with a little more skill. So
yeah.
Pascal Siakam is a big who can create his own shots, who can shoot the three, who can play defense at the perimeter and interior and get rebounds. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know what I'm saying? He's a good balance, but he's just undersized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Clint Capella, he's more of just like an interior defender. He doesn't really like try to score it unless it's like a putback. But yeah, I mean, I feel like y'all could use Siakam. Like I feel like Siakam would be a pretty good like that. I could see Siakam in a Boston jersey. Like it look good. Like it really do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? You can even trade, but probably won't happen. But to be honest, y'all can trade Marcus Smart. Get him out of there. Get him out of there with Grant Williams. Bring in Van Fleet and Siakam, which is a trade that probably won't happen. But just think about it.
Too little.
You know what I'm saying?
Van Vliet.
Think about it though.
Oh,
how much?
Who defense going to be better, Marcus Smart or Van Vliet?
That's a good question.
Marcus Smart defense is way better than Van Vliet.
Marcus Smart defense is way better, but like who like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like if Jaylen Brown off and Jason Tatum off, who do they go? They can't even go to their point guard.
I don't know. Derek White been going crazy.
Yeah,
Derek White been going crazy, bro.
But what is Marcus Smart there for?
Retires a Celtic, bro. I really do. Marcus Smart. I hope. I don't care where anybody else on the Celtics go other than Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. I hope they stay on the Celtics forever, bro. They are the Celtics. Them three are the Celtics. Like
all three of them not staying together, y'all don't win a chip.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like that's really just like saying, like I know that fucking what's the name, Draymond Green may be trying to go somewhere, but that's like saying Steph, Clay, and Draymond, like they don't stay together, they don't win those chips, bro. They don't stay. Them three are the Celtics, yo. And it's only crazy that you say Marcus Smart in a trade because I've been hearing that for 4 or 5 years now, and it scares me every time, bro. It scares me because I do not want them to get rid of him, bro. His defense is elite he just won defensive player of the year for a guard. That hasn't happened since Gary Payton.
Okay, so we talking about defense, right? So who did y'all play? Who did y'all play in the playoffs? Right, y'all played Philly,
in Atlanta.
What is Marcus Smart going to be able to do with James Harden all game?
He locked them up. He locked them up.
Like, I don't be seeing Marcus Smart really locking nothing up. Like,
For
for
real?
I don't know what you be
Vincent,
watching, bro. I be seeing
for
Marcus.
Gabriel, yo, he can make a good defensive play, bro. But I haven't seen him really lock somebody down, bro.
I
Like to where though, like
Did you watch
like
last night?
I watched. That's I did say I missed that game. I did say that, but
you
I don't know.
he,
I seen Gabe Vince drop 30, and I was just completely just not convinced. Like
That ain't
that was
anti-Tune
Marcus Smart,
out.
like
man,
Gabe
though.
Vince is a good,
yeah. That was like
but it was just they would. It was anybody. It was like anybody that. It was like it wasn't just Gabe though. It was like Duncan Robinson. It was like the rotational defense was bad, but the way Marcus Smart was playing defense, like he was fouling a lot.
he gonna
Like
foul. He gonna
like
give
it's
you.
like
He gonna tread lightly on his fouls, but
you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Chris Paul.
that's not. Oh, I don't like. Oh, what?
Yo, they killing you in the comments right
Yo,
now,
it
Tall
kind of
Q.
Yeah,
reminds
that's a.
They killing you in the
it kind of
comments right now,
reminds me
Tall
of Chris
Q. They
Paul
see something
defense,
wrong with
bro.
your TV and everything, bro.
Because
Yeah.
nah,
Dog,
bro,
that's a.
because you feel me? Marcus Smart, he won Defensive Player last season, bro. But we're not going to sit here and say that he was a front runner all season. Bro. To be honest, it really came out of nowhere. Like I didn't see him in the stands for Defensive Player of the Year all the way up until the
I'll say
playoffs
this. I'll say this, talk you. We just played Philly. James Harden only
started.
dropped 40 points one time. That's it. And it.
Mm-hmm.
He only dropped 40 points one time. You think he wasn't trying to drop 40 points? He was trying to do it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I kind of use James Harden. That's kind of a bad example. James Harden is pretty inconsistent. He's not somebody who's going to. You can leave him wide open. He's still not going to drop 40 every game.
I don't know.
He's inconsistent. I don't know. James Harden, he has his on and off days, but I just feel like y'all can just leave it on Marcus Smart, bro. I just think I need
That's a
another.
tough one for me, bro, because you're not the first person that has made that argument. You're the first person to say that he doesn't really have. He's not like a asset defensively. Really, they
Nah,
argue.
he is.
They really say his he lacks offense, which is a pretty good case to make when you put him in the trade. But his defense is so strong and his presence and his hustle is so strong on that team that he has to stay, bro. He has to. They gotta pay him they gotta pay those three that money, bro. That money that they want for them to stay together. If not, they're not gonna win a chip. Even if they don't win a chip this year, they're not gonna win a chip if they choose to get rid of him, bro. I will go down this. You could just watch TV and know that. You just can watch like the Celtics will not be anything defensively without Marcus Smart.
Last season, I watched Marcus Smart take over huddles, trying to basically like basically basically show the Boston Celtics how to stop Stephen Curry. Like on the defensive end, they're looking at Marcus Smart like, bro, what are we doing? What do we do? And Marcus Smart, he's sitting down, he explaining, and they still getting killed. Like
But
it's just like, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like as a point guard, bro, y'all need somebody like y'all just need somebody better than Marcus Smart, bro. Like y'all can find somebody who's better offensively, but can still play good enough defense to just at least like, you know what I'm saying, to just accommodate for where it is. But Marcus Smart, yo, I do not think I need that man, bro.
I don't need good enough defense from a guard. I need lockdown. I need Steph Curry and James Harden and those type of guards to have bad games because of Marcus Smart. I don't need them to be. I don't need us to be going shot for shot with a team because we got Van Vliet because he's doing enough. But no, he's not. Steph Curry is putting up 40 points. Like, what do you mean? Like, we putting up 40 points as a team, but Steph putting up 40 points by himself. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know what I mean? So Yeah.